Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Scouts Tarot, where curiosity and the divine combine. So, this is your October 2021 monthly reading, and this is pre-shuffled, and it's for Rising, Sun, and Moon, and potentially Venus, which if it's a love reading, which I'm starting to get an inkling as I'm feeling the energy of this spread that we might lean in that direction. So, we'll jump right in. So in the September reading, again, these are 3 cards. So it's the energy going into the month, throughout the month, and then upon exit of the month. And in your September reading, Taurus, what we discovered is that August was tough, right? Going into September, there was some rough energy going in about the heart, about the passions that you have, that perhaps there was, heartbreak, disappointment, a letdown, just, in terms of your connections with another person. And then throughout the month of September, it was trying to find like, okay, well, what does align with what I want from love, out of relationships and everything. And then as you were making your way out of September and into October, which is what this spread is for, it was about recognizing, it was the 5 of Cups energy, right? And a lot of times the 5 of Cups can be like, oh man, I can't believe, like crying over spilt milk type thing, not realizing that you still have 2 cups of milk behind you, not just the 3 that were spilled. Like there's still hope out there for you if you're willing to turn around and look. And the energy, going into October now is if you are able to make that recognition and see that, oh yeah, no, there's still stuff that I like about people and relationships and dating and, all that stuff. And that is like the Page of Wands energy, right? Is that when you lean into that which you still value in love and relationships and the passions that you express through work, that you're allowing the universe to deliver to you, a message of passion, right? Of an opportunity. It could be like a new relationship is finally popping up because you realize the energies throughout September of that lover's energy of like, okay, well, what is it that I do like? And you recognize, those positive experiences in like previous relationships, right? And you're like, you know what? I really did enjoy spaghetti night. That was dope. And I love the way that they listened to me after work and didn't just judge me because I was mad, but actually, just let me vent. And then we went and got ice cream, or like whatever it is, like whatever those connections are, right? Those passionate connections, the things that make you, happy in your relationship spaces. By acknowledging that, you're giving the universe an opportunity to be like, oh, that's what you want? Got it. And so I would, what I'm picking up is, now that you've done that work, that when the next relationship or the opportunity for a relationship presents itself, you'll recognize it, right? That it's like, oh, okay. Which then leads us into the energy throughout the month of October, Taurus, which that could be as the 7 of Cups. It could reflect that, okay, maybe I have too many things on the table, right? Maybe, I love, how they look. I love the clothes that they wear. I like the way that they speak. I love how successful they are, or more so, this is what I want, right? I want, them to look a certain way, dress a certain way, talk a certain way, things like that. I want them successful in this particular thing, and they got to bring money to the table, like whatever. Like if you set your standards, too high, like if you get that, that first inclination, like, oh, damn, well, this is nice. If you, as you're having this moment, this introduction of something different in your relationship sector, going into the first couple of days, weeks or so into October, that you may be like, well, what else can I ask for? And that you may just want to be mindful of being like realistic, and that when you do pick that cup is just recognize, like, again, what is it that you really value, right? You don't want to walk into the room in the dark, so to speak, and be like, I want everything and all of it right now. And you want to make sure that as you're going through and you're choosing that which is of most importance to you in terms of, how you feel in a relationship or what you desire in a partner, that you're not asking for a whole 9 yards type scenario. Because what happens if the universe is going to do its best to deliver that to you? When it falls short, will you feel like you've been blindsided, or will you feel like perhaps maybe, will you have that moment to reflect? Which then takes us, into our energies going from October into November. And that's the Magician card. So this is major arcana energy. This is, the first card, well, not kind of the Fool, first card in the major arcana set. And the Magician is all about manifestation, right? If you take a gander at the table, he's got a cup, got a wand in hand, sword at the ready, pentacle ready to go. Like, this person knows exactly the tools that they need in order to be successful. And in terms of you finding that relationship, that partner that you've been trying to connect with, or if this is a current relationship that you're trying to reconnect with, right? That you're trying to reimagine what the future of your relationship could look like. And the energy of the Magician is, if you are sincere in your approach, right? And the Magician, again, like the Page of Wands for me is like my Harry Potter card, right? Like, he shows up at Hogwarts, he's super excited, doesn't know what's going on, but just excited to be there. And the Magician is like Harry Potter at, like, with the Elder Wand at the end. He's like, look, I know everything, I know exactly what's gonna happen, I'm prepared to do what must be done, I am in the know. And if you want to, evolve, so to speak, from the Page of Wands to the Magician, it's making sure that you're putting in your 7 years of school, or acknowledging, like, okay, I got to be realistic, right? Like, you got to put in your homework here. If the most important thing to you in a relationship is like being able to listen, or having that compassion for others, being passionate about the work that they do in the world, or whatever it is that you're like, this is like the thing, then you'll be able to manifest that in terms of bringing that person into your life, that as this energy begins to evolve over the month, that you'll see it. You'll see, when you meet your Hermione or your Ron, that you'll recognize that. Okay, so now we are going to lean into the Oracle of the Seven Energies Oracle deck to get more information about this Page of Wands energy, right? Because Taurus, this is interesting. Like, we're leaving September knowing that, yes, August was painful, but we are recognizing what we want out of a relationship, what we value in ourselves, to offer to another person, and what we want from that other person as well. So what is that energy, right? And we have the Storyteller. All right, that is number 17. So the story, that is definitely not 17. Okay, so Storyteller. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents, and a story unique to you in your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you were too self-deprecating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed, or you're too willing to tolerate a less than a supportive environment. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior toward you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world, and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale, and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon, the outer world will tell the same story back to you. Okay, that is fantastic. Okay, this is that manifestation energy that we're trying to get to by the end of the month, right? Like, the Page of Wands is like that okay, it's okay to learn now, it's okay to do now, because this new energy that's coming into you, it's presenting you with space, right? Space to think, space to imagine, space to share, because it's something new that comes in that allows you to kind of veer off of the path that you've been going on steadily, right? That the Page of Wands, you can even see here the path that they're walking. It's, yeah, you can continue down that path, or we can take a second, look at what's being offered to us and take that up instead. And I think you need to, in this instance, like take up a pen and rewrite your own story, rewrite how you want to be viewed in the world, what you want that relationship to look like if you want to have the most, you know, that soulmate lovers match, that you need to write down for you and for everyone else, and especially the universe, to be able to know exactly what it is that you want here, what you want your partner to be like, or what you want your partner to get from you, right? Like, how do you want them to receive your love? Like, there's a lot that goes into that, but as you're practicing speaking out loud, that law of attraction of speaking into existence what it is that you want, what it is that you impassion, right? With the Seven of Cups energy of like, what is it that you are desiring? And express that, so the universe is like, that's what you want. Okay, we got it. So let's see, yeah, through the month of October, what energy does Taurus need to focus on to get to this further towards or closer to the Magician card, right? And I'm asking the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck to get that insight. Again, hopefully this is resonating with you thus far, Taurus. Feel free to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. These are, of course, monthly reads, and my goal is to keep this under 15 minutes, but it's just, you know, when you feel the passion in the universe, okay, this is not your card, because that was me turning my wrist, not necessarily allowing the universe to put that out. Okay, I'm in my magic, spiritually aligned. What advice does the Hidden Realm deck have for Taurus with the Seven of Cups energy? We're looking for one card, por favor. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is. Let's shift this here. The Spirit Whisperer. That is number 3, early on. So the Spirit Whisperer comes to you heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your higher senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right action and steers you away from trouble. All right, now, look at all these options we got out here. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. Yeah, look at all these options here. And the Spirit Whisperer is giving you that divine guidance, right? But that divine guidance is informed by you expressing aloud, right? Or on paper, meditation, whatever the best way it is for you to communicate with the universe, so the divine knows how to guide you through what's coming next, right? Because again, we want to get to a strong manifestation space. So let's see. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that, with continual action, lead to success. That's a very good omen. If your question is about a relationship, here we go. If your question is about a relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how long, how short, how deep, and how sweet that next relationship can be. My God, Taurus. Okay. There were soul bargains made even before you both were born here, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, this is pretty on the nose, Taurus. I don't know what more I can say other than, yeah, by speaking into existence what it is that you want, the universe, the divine will be able to guide you through that process, right? Like, okay, so if you want A, you want B, and you want C, the universe will be like, okay, A, skip B, skip C, actually jump to E. Like, we need to get over here, babe. Like, that's the energy that I'm picking up with that. Helping you recognize and learn, like, I know you really wanted A, but remember that past relationship. Remember that time your friend was in a similar situation. Like, things like that. And, unless it's actual voices, I doubt. It'll be presented in that fashion, but it will showcase itself to you in little things. Like perhaps you're watching a TV show and somebody with the name of, like, say an ex, or say your friend's ex or whatever it is, and it's like that name pops up in the very next sentence, or the situation, the shenanigans that they're caught up in this TV show. It's like, oh my God, that is just like, or reminds me of this one time. And you're like, yeah, I don't want that in a relationship, or that's something that I don't want to embody in my next relationship, right? And I want to make sure that, where I end up next is there's more passion or compassion, empathy, sympathy, whatever it is, right? More action-oriented adventures. Whatever that is, Taurus, that it gives yourself an opportunity to really recognize and then learn and reflect about what it is that you want next. And so we're asking our Super Attractor Oracle deck cards to give us some advice on the Magician card here, right? Well, what energy, celestial divine, does Taurus need to harness to get to this manifestation space, right? Can we get one card, please? One card. You're looking for solo uno. Please do not throw 8 cards on the ground, leaving me to shuffle about, trying to pick them all up. I'm in my magic, spiritually aligned. What advice do we have, Super Attractor cards, for Taurus to get to this manifestation magician space going into October? Celestial divine. Oh, that was close. That was almost it. All right, let's see. I only take flippers when I shuffle. I don't pull from the top, the bottom. Okay, wow, that was rude. I mean, I did ask for flippers, but geez Louise, lemon peas. All right, here we go. So, directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. Oh yeah, me get that in here so you actually see it. So, directing my focus on what's thriving creates more of what I want. The Magician represents creative energies, right? Like ultimate creativity. It's taking something or something that is one thing and turning it into something else, right? So going from in a relationship to out of a relationship from a creative perspective does require you to do a little self-work, right? Some reflection, especially when you want to get to that lover's pairing that was in the September read, of like that you're trying to find what matches best with you, and you're on that right path, Taurus. You're on the way there. It is some self-work, but as you're speaking aloud what it is that you're looking for, you are directing your focus on what you want, right? What allows you to thrive. And by doing so, you're creating more of what you want, right? The Magician knows which tools to pull out. It knows which things need to be done in what order, right? You're in potions class. You probably shouldn't put Batwink in before you put in, this other potion. Wow, that was really bad improv. But in any case, like the Magician, because they have this knowledge, right? And as you're informing the universe, you're becoming more knowledgeable about what it is that you want from a relationship, or what it is that you want to invest into a relationship, who you want to be and who you want to embody, the energies you want to take on in a relationship. That is the path here, that you're doing this work. Like you will have that opportunity that first year at Hogwarts to be like, wow, look at all this stuff, this is fun. And you're in there and you're upside down, swishing and flicking your wand, and you're getting to that space rather, of like, now that I know all the things that I appreciate or want to be in a relationship, how I want to feel, how I want my partner to feel, that the divine, universe, the guidance that you need to navigate through, like what is like that, that thing that really seals the deal, that divine matchup, that divine pairing that you're looking for. It's going to guide you through this landscape of opportunity and success. But what specifically? Because sometimes what you think is great or amazing turns out to be a dud, and you're like, not again. The universe just needs you to tell it, write down that story, give it an opportunity to whisper it back towards you. So you'd be like, nope, you said you wanted this, right? So don't go towards this, go towards this. right? And as you do more and more of that work of aligning with what the universe is guiding you towards, the more and closer you'll be to manifesting that true love. And that's the energy that's guiding you through October and into November. So Taurus, that does conclude your October 2021 reading. I hope that this resonated. This is a very interesting and very specific path. And if this if this aligns with you and resonates with you, I'd love to see your comments on the video, just so I can see what is coming to fruition here. What is that journey look like? So again, yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in November.